let me do my makeup. I'm supposed to do my makeup to go somewhere, so I thought let me just record myself doing my makeup. And let's begin. This is what works for my face. That's all I'm going to say. I washed my hair today and I've done a video on that also. So I'm going to start with, I do my makeup really fast because I have no patience. So I'm going to start with my eyeshadow, my eyes. My eyelids are already a tad bit, I'd say pigmentation. I have pigmentation. So it just ends up looking like I have eyeshadow on at all times when I don't. Something God just gives you naturally and you should be grateful for it. Because what else are you going to do? So I'm using a very neutral color on my lid just as a base. I don't know what I'm doing for my face yet. I'm still thinking. I mean, should I go festive? I don't know. Contour. I've seen a lot of these story time videos. The thing is that if I tell you things, stories, they'll get me in trouble. I feel. I don't know what story to tell you all. I have a really scandalous story. Let me tell you all a story. What story should I tell you? Should I tell you about? Let me tell you about how I started modeling. That's a good place to begin, and it's not scandalous. So I always wanted to work because when I was younger, my father always told me how his father started working early and how my father also started helping his father at a young age. So I always knew that I also wanted to start working early. I wanted to get a job when I was 14, 15, but no one hires you at that age. At least it's not legal. But anyways, I started working when I was 16. I think I've said this before. I worked as a librarian at this bookstore in Pune called Just Books, if anyone knows of it. That's where I used to work. I worked there for a couple of months, I think. And then when I was 17, no, I think I had that job when I was 17. And then when I was 18, because you need to be 17, 16, over 16 to get a job. And then when I was in college, I was studying BCom. I was pursuing BCom, and we were allowed to get a job. It was counted as attending college because it's practical, technically, practical knowledge. So I started working at this telecom firm as an admin executive, and I was handling front desk and admin, and I was 18 at that point. So, okay, I'm putting a liner. So, I was working there, I was really happy. And let me tell you something, before that, I was the type of girl who, I think I got my upper lip done for the first time when I had got pictures clicked up at 19 or something, like much later. Anyway, so I was working at this telecom firm, MTS, and I think they shut down. So I saw an ad for an audition for a pageant, and I don't know what made me go and audition because I didn't ever have any interest whatsoever in modeling or being in front of the camera. And I remember when I started working, when you first start making money, you feel so good because it's really bad actually, because what I used to do is I used to get my salary and then I would take the next day off and just go spend my entire salary. And I loved clothes, shoes, I still do. So I remember I saw this ad for this audition which was taking place in this mall in Pune, Kumar Pacific, for this pageant called Mirchi Queen Bee that Femina does. And another thing is that I'm really shy around people I know. I feel like my teachers, my parents, anyone who knows me, I'm really shy around them. So I told my mother I'm going for it. I told my father also, but I told them you all can't come and watch me because if I see y'all, I'm going to start crying or laughing. There's no in between. So I went to audition, and there were many people who showed up. One thing about me is I've always been really confident. Now when I look back, the outfit I wore, I mean I wore a black dress with the stockings, everything. I don't know what. Now when I look back, I feel like I don't have the courage to do a lot of things I did back then. Anyways, I showed up, and as luck would have it, I uh, I am very good at making friends. Like put me anywhere, and I'm going to start talking to strangers. I'm not. I'm not. Okay, I'm shy around people I know, but otherwise I'm not shy. I'll strike a conversation, be friends with people and everything. So I made a few friends in during the auditions, and I also met someone from my school and two people from my school. So the auditions happened. The mall was really crowded, and there were a lot of girls who participated. I don't remember how many of us made it, but we got selected. I think 20 of us maybe. And then it was time to. So the pageant was happening. We had to stay for 6 days to be groomed in Corinthians at Corinthians, this hotel in Pune. And up until then, I wasn't even allowed to sleepovers. Honestly, had one sleepover in my life when I was 14, 15, and I called my father at I think 12 at night, and I started crying. I was like, I want to come back home. I can't stay here. I love my friends, but I just wanted to come back home. So up until that point, I had no exposure to anything. I was just a very sheltered girl who thought she knew everything, mind you. So we go for the pageant, and we're staying at Corinthians. I There were supposed to be two or three girls in a room, but I don't know. Somehow in our room there were 5, 6 of us staying. I had a blast. I just had such a good time. I remember this has happened to me in another pageant also. I used to eat like there is no tomorrow. I still do, and I think I scandalize a lot of people. There's another girl who's my friend Chehek, who was also a part of this pageant. We used to have like a mountain of ice cream on our plate and just eat. Later on, when I took part in a model hunt, the photographer saw my plate and he was just like, "What are you doing? You're super." I mean, anyways, that's for another time. So I didn't take the thing seriously. I was just having fun. I feel like that's also my coping mechanism. I don't take things seriously because when I was in school also, I feel like the tests I studied for, I didn't ever do as well as I thought I should. So maybe it's my coping mechanism to not take things seriously. So it was time for the pageant. There was a lot of drama, as there is when there are so many women. Another thing is I've always won Miss Congeniality in every pageant I've participated in. So I got Miss Congeniality. The pageant happened, and I don't know, I was not paying attention, I guess. I mean, they did train us for everything, but I made it to the top 5, and during the question answer round, I just thought that you're supposed to answer fast. So I answered fast, and I don't remember the question, but my answer was something sky, some nonsense. Anyway, I came third, I was second runner up. So that's how I started. Got introduced, and I also we won grooming lessons. So that's how I started modeling, and then I did a couple of fashion shows in Pune. And then what happened was that at that point there was Facebook, there was Instagram had started in 2013-ish, I guess. So it was very different from now. Now it's a lot, it's accessible, but I feel like I still got a lot of opportunities, honestly. And then after that, I landed my first fashion show. I'd worked for Krishna Mehta, her store opening in Bombay, and that was also scary. I remember I didn't know how to do anything about makeup. I didn't know what to do, and there was this model who was sweet enough to help me and the other girls who were new, and it was really fun. She gave us a really nice scarf and a top, I think, which was really sweet. And it's so funny because my mother, when I was younger, a lot you take your mother's clothes, right? And she had a lot of pieces from Krishna Mehta. So I remember, I mean, it's just a coincidence, a small world, that the first designer I ended up working for was her. So that was the story. And also, what happened was that my first modeling gig, how did I get it? Let me think. So, this is why I believe that sometimes whatever has to happen will happen. You can try doing as much as you want to. I mean, you have to keep trying, but eventually, whatever has to happen does happen. So, this is going somewhere, trust me. So, what happened was that I got a message on Facebook from this lady who told me that there is a casting for Dove, for Dove, a print, no, commercial. I think she hadn't even told me what it was. I didn't even know. So she called me to this place in Pune, and I was the girl who went everywhere with her parents because she was that sheltered. I mean, I'm fortunate, honestly, that my parents were supportive and they came everywhere with me. Anyway, I got my she did my audition, and I remember when I was getting these pictures clicked, my parents were just like, "Can you please comb your hair?" I was like, "I'm not combing them. I've done this. Let this be." Anyways, I cracked the audition, and then they asked me to come to Bombay for a second round, and I went. I They clicked pictures over there also. I got selected, and then what happened was that uh, I got a call that I'm selected, and so the lady who helped me, who told me about this casting, the coordinator or the casting director, she told me that you'll have to deal with the accounts team directly. They'll talk to you about your budget. So they called me and they told me the budget, and it was really less. But for me, it was a lot because imagine for an 18-year-old student, even thinking that you're going to be uh, your face will be everywhere. You're just like, this is a good opportunity. I mean, you don't know anything about this field. You just feel you don't know, right? You're just happy to be there. And she tells me to quote. I kid you not. Uh, my math is bad, so let me think. For example, if it's 5 rupees, she tells me to quote 50,000. I mean, the ratio or something like that. It was off. No, not that much, but it was. Was it 10 times more? 20 times more than what was being quoted. And I thought they would say no. But here's the thing, if they really want you for something, they will say, I mean, they'll come back. It's a lot of back and forth. So, how much I asked for and what they said for, we met not in the middle. I still got a lot. And then it was time to go to Bombay for the shoot. Now, I go to Bombay and the director sees my face and he's like, she has a lot of hair on her face because, as you can see even right now, like Indian girls, we have hair on our face, and the hairdresser, the hairstylist was not there yet. So the director tells them wax my face, and I had never waxed my face. I had not waxed my face up until that point. They wax my face. I get this allergic reaction. I have boils all over my face. My face is swollen, and I was like, I'm done. There were two other girls, and even when they met us, there were still more girls they'd called in because the director wanted to see us in person, and I was just like, it's over. As luck would have it, the hairstylist lands in Bombay, and then he's this French guy, and he falls sick. He gets food poisoning. So because he's sick, the shoot is postponed by a few days because the hairstylist is important. It's a hair ad, and because of that, I also get some time to heal. I have put so much lactocalamine on my face and prayed so hard that it just goes away. And when the shoot date came, of course, I was all right. It was a little swollen, but it was still okay. He told the hairstylist what happened, and he said you didn't even need to wax her face. You should just shave the parts that you all thought were causing a problem. That's the story. I'm really bad at telling stories because I just say it in 1 second. I wanted to tell you something else, but I forgot. Let me tell you how I got scammed for the first time. So, after I did this pageant, I know, I think it was before I did the pageant. Before I did the pageant, I don't know why I got a folio done. I saved up my salary and I was like, I'm going to uh, get pictures taken, professional pictures taken. I went to this photographer. I found him online, I'm assuming. This man. So that was the time I got my upper lip done because of this. So I got my upper lip done at 18. I went to get it done and it started hurting so bad. I was like, stop it. I told this lady, stop. So the thing is, I have glasses, so I can't see anyways. I'm just like, you know what? I'm looking alright. It's okay. Just stop. I get these professional pictures taken, and I paid quite a lot for that time. This man has given me the pictures. I wish I had them. I'm sure I do somewhere. He's not even edited. There's hair on half of my lip. There's no hair, and there's hair on the other half. That man. I don't know what to say honestly. And now I've realized after I've started modeling that you really don't need to get a portfolio done. You just collaborate with photographers, or you agencies are okay with mobile click pictures. And even for most jobs, they'll ask you to click pictures on your phone because they want to see how you look without all the editing. So that's how I started modeling. It was, I don't know how it happened, but I guess what's meant to happen happens. After that, it was just a roller coaster ride, lots of ups and downs. It's been really fun, and I'm really grateful that I've been fortunate enough to be a part of this industry. It's honestly a lot of fun to be able to create. I look at it as art because any image, even if you do an ad or anything, it's so much fun to look at it. It's literally art. You're creating something that's going to have an impact on someone's life. It's the it's it's a lot of hard work. I mean, not just as a model, but I feel like it's a whole team of people that come together to create something, and that's beautiful. Why is my makeup looking so off? I've not done my makeup in days, if you can't tell. What am I need to? I think I put some blush. Do you all have any questions regarding modeling? What else can I tell you about modeling? I'm thinking. Um. So yeah, I didn't ever plan anything. I just have what the hell am I doing? Yeah, as I was saying, I haven't ever planned anything. I just I don't know how things happened. Honestly, when you look back, sometimes it just you feel like how did I come so far, or what did I do? I need to stop saying I need to put some foundation to fix this. Maybe this makeup look is like my life. You just trust the process. And then I so that is how I started modeling, and it's been fun. I wish I could tell you if I had a favorite shoot or a favorite show. I honestly, they're all so close to me, and I also forget. I'll do something and then I'll forget about it. That's the best way to do things, though. Oh my god. So, I still remember the first time I did my makeup on my own. This girl, they, I used this Lakme Mousse foundation. It's so, I don't know, when you think back, it's honestly, it was not even a lot of makeup because when you don't know, you have to stick with the less is more strategy. Would I want to go back in time? I don't think so. I wouldn't have changed a thing. Because even through all the mistakes and everything, I did learn a lot. And it made me who I am, as cliche as that sounds. Would I do anything else? No, the funny thing is that I've tried to do other things. I have a record of quitting jobs, and you know how I used to quit jobs? I used to make my parents call and tell them she can't work anymore. She doesn't want to because I'm so bad at having difficult conversations, and confrontation is not my thing. The library thing, I think I quit in 7 months maybe. Then I worked as it wasn't a call center really, it was just this place where you had to make 200 calls a day. I think 200 calls, I don't remember. And that I was there for 3 days. Then, but my aim to work didn't go. That josh of I have to get a job, I have to work. And then after that, the admin executive thing, bro, the amount of leaves I took, I mean, it was, I don't even know. I mean, I was good at my job, I'm not gonna lie. I'm very competitive and really good and sincere. Must not sound that way after what I've said. I really don't know what else I would have done if not modeling, because I have the luxury of being, because every time on a different, the set is different to meeting different people, so it doesn't seem that monotonous. Just thinking back. Okay, my lips. Why is my makeup not looking as? Maybe I need to do my lip. And I need to put some highlighter. That's why a lot of people ask me how should they get into this industry. I'm just like, I don't even know. And I'll tell you one thing, it's not the most, it's not the best for your self-esteem. Bro, what have I done to my face? I need to fix this. Take some more foundation. What I mean is that you do face a lot of criticism. A lot of criticism. And the best advice I can give you is don't take it personally. Because especially when you're young, you can't help but take things personally. When someone tells you something, you just feel like it's the end of the world. Some people are really strong that way and don't get affected by it. But I don't think it affected me also that bad. But now when I look back, there were some people who said certain things to me that I'm shocked that at that age, essentially adults are talking to a teenager like that. Body positivity is a thing now, but back then, I've always been skinny and I was fat shamed so many times, even now for that matter. That's why sometimes I don't get the body positivity thing. And there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, my only thing is that if you're the double standard is what I don't get. Y'all are still looking at me and telling me I need to lose weight and talking about body positivity. How does it make sense? Shouldn't body positivity just be embracing everyone of all sizes and forms, and not just people who are plus size or people who are really skinny, but everybody? I mean, I don't know. So it is a little difficult, and you know, the reason why I'm a little hesitant to encourage young girls is because I know that it can take a toll on you sometimes, and a lot of people don't have the support of their parents. I always say this, that you need to have someone you can talk to. Don't keep things to yourself. Talking about things actually makes it better, makes you feel better. And the funny thing is, this is a shared experience. Whenever I talk to any friend who's in the same industry, they all tell me the same thing, that majority of them have faced this harsh criticism, unnecessary criticism. That is why now I've come to a point where I do want to work with certain people because of the way what they stand for. And I know that's a luxury because not everyone can just decide that, you know what, I'm not going to work with this person because I don't like how they are behaving. That's not something a lot of people can do. I do it for my peace of mind. I actually had this one individual, extremely shocking how this person chooses to behave. Tell me that, do you not need work? Like, you have a lot of money that you don't want work. And I was just shocked, appalled by it. Because another harsh reality of this industry is, I have to tell you all this, most payments do not come in. You feel like a gunda trying to vasuli karne ke liye have gone out. It's ridiculous how people behave. I mean, I honestly feel like I'm running a charity sometimes with the way some of these individuals behave. They just don't want to pay you. They'll try to. It's like you're running after people, and you're. Sometimes you work with people you know you've worked with before, so it's still you can rely on them. But a lot of times it's new clients, and imagine not getting paid for your hard work. So, I mean, it is what it shouldn't be, unfortunately. To these people, those people who refuse to pay money to people, that's really wrong. I've shown up on time and everything. So there are certain things, because the thing is that this industry lacks structure in some ways. It's not like other industries. Having said that, there are some clients who are amazing, who are really good. I've honestly, that's what I'm telling you. I've had so many good experiences that the bad doesn't count. I've met some really nice people, designers, photographers. So you have to decide what your takeaway is from all this. If you want to dwell on the bad, because honestly sometimes the bad is, we can't ignore it. Okay, makeup is done, hair is done, I'm going to put on my outfit later. I mean, I don't think this is my best makeup look. My makeup look is the same always though. Or maybe I'm just being harsh. This is what happens a lot of times. I'm like, no, it's not good. And then later I'll look back and say, oh no, it's good. What else can I do? Should I do a wing liner? I should not. I hope you enjoyed this video and it gave you more insight into my life. Because at this point, I don't know where my life is heading. So looking back is the only thing that seems right. I think the lip color really helped. I'm just gonna darken this. Yeah. So if anyone's watching this, especially if you're teenagers and you don't know what's gonna happen in life, honest to God, very few people know or rather think they know, and still life has a way, it just unravels in a different way sometimes. Done. Thank you for watching this video. I'm going to show you the outfit. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you all didn't, it's too late. Makeup has set in. This is the thing with makeup, it takes some time. Yeah, this is what it looks like right now. I did say bye, but I'll say bye again. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, it's too late. And if you all want to know something else, ask me, and then I'll see if I want to tell you all.